Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another fun vlog. I thought since the holidays are coming up, it would be good to do like a gift guide. I loved gift giving and I feel like now that I have like an adult paycheck, I've been getting better and better at it. But my family is also really good at giving gifts, so I'm gonna go over a lot of things that I have given or received personally. So we're just gonna jump right into it and hopefully you can use some of these gifts for your family and friends this year. Okay, so first thing on our list we have is like personalized items. These are usually things that are like engraved or embroidered onto something like a purse or pajamas. And really, I feel like you can take this and run with it as far as hobbies go. Like if they like golf, if they like country, if they like a sports team, or even if you just know like a brand that they really like a clothing brand they really like, you could always buy that and then get it embroidered or personalized in some kind of way. My example here is that my boyfriend and I love like country and cowboys and all that kind of stuff. So he bought me a pair of Tacovas, which this is just like a very like practical gift. It was super cute, super nice, but the personalization that comes with it is Tacovas lets you brand your boots for free. So we live in Philly. I got the Liberty Bell on my boots, and it's just a fun way to like personalize a gift that means so much to you, but also is very practical, and I can wear these every day, and it's also super subtle. I love personalized things, but I like when it's harder to see, or something that you have to ask somebody what it means or something like that. But yeah, so that's a really good example. Also, Andy also got me a ring one year that on the outside is just like a cute little message, but on the inside is very personalized and like specific to our relationship too. So, and again, like I said, I like that it's subtle and that not everybody will see it. It's kind of just something if you happen to glance it or if I end up telling you about it. But that's always a good way to go. I feel like people love personalized things. It just means a lot more coming from them if you know that you put the time in just to put their initials on something or whatever it is. And it usually is not that much extra to personalize something. You just have to think of how to do it. The next gift I have is, this is super personalized again. My mom actually for graduating college gave me a cookbook, but it's all of like our recipes we had growing up, and she wrote like a little message on the inside here, and then all my favorite dishes, so I never have to think about it or call her. They're all in here with all like the recipes, ingredients, all that kind of stuff. And I really like this too because she left a lot of pages blank in the back that I could add my own recipes, and as we've lived here, we've found new recipes that we like out of other cookbooks, and we've added it to the book. So like we make meatloaf and all that kind of stuff, so we have added like our own recipes as well, which I think is really cute because it's kind of like a timeless gift, and I'll have it hopefully forever, and I could always add new recipes in it. And it's just a really good idea if you have somebody who loves to cook or bake and you know some recipes that you think they'd like a little bit. I think this is a really good idea. I also got my sister one year, we do like a fall basket gift every year, and I got her the book from Hocus Pocus. It's like the spell book, but I made it into a recipe book, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of cute because she could add to it if she wants to, but it has like little fall drinks, little fall meals and snacks in it that you can make. But you can display it like in the kitchen. It's not something that needs to be tucked away in a drawer. So I thought that was kind of cute. So if you have anybody who loves to cook or bake, which I feel like is a lot of moms, then that's a great gift. So keep that in mind. Okay, another very niche and specific thing as far as gifts go are if you have anybody in your family that loves reading or anything with books at all. I feel like there's so many different avenues you could take with that. We all have Kindles in my family, so we tend to get each other a lot of Kindle gift cards, and I don't think gift cards are ever a bad idea. I know people think that it's not very personal, and I can see that in some aspects, but they are very practical, And sometimes people just really need to buy groceries and gas and things like that, or they just want an extra book and they don't know what they want yet. I think it's never a bad idea to throw in a little gift card if you are stuck on an extra gift to get somebody. For books specifically, you can get personalized books. You can get, I've seen they have like library stamps for the inside of books if you think somebody would like that. I made my sister, again, this was for a fall basket, but we both really like Harry Potter and like reading Harry Potter, so I had purchased a book nook, and I'll put pictures of all the stuff in while I'm talking, but I purchased a book nook and I thought it came pre-made, which make sure you read the description because it did not. It didn't come painted or made or glued or anything, so I had to glue all these little pieces together and I had to paint them all and I had to put everything together, so I basically made it by hand. It was the longest, probably the longest it ever took me to make an item, and I make a lot of like DIY things for my family, but she really loved it, and she has it in like in between her Harry Potter books, and it's just really cute. It turns on at night, you can like light it up. It's really cute. So if you know somebody liked a specific series or a specific book and they have like a bookshelf at home, you could always give them a little book nook. I think it's a really cute way and personalized way to make it theirs. If you have been following me for a while, I've shared this multiple times because this is probably one of the best gifts I've ever gotten in my entire life. This is very, very personal, and this will take you a really long time if this is something that you want to do, but it's a good idea for the future if someone you know is graduating or if they're stepping into like a really big next chapter of their life and you want to get them something really, really special. This is a great idea. My sister made me a big sister's guide. So she basically wrote me a book, which is crazy. But you don't have to make it as long. Like she made hers like 60 pages, I think. Yeah, like 61 pages. You could make yours 20 if you wanted to, if you didn't have that much to add. But she made it like front back, like a real book. She gave this to me as my graduation gift from college. So she wrote like a little note about it. And then she wrote me like a little blurb, and she even has like a table of contents in it as well. So like literally everything I could possibly need after college and how to figure out life. So if you're older than somebody or if you have more experience than somebody and you want to pass down that advice, this is a really specific but super cool way to do so. This is some of the stuff for inspiration that she put in here for me. Again, this is very, very niche, and this will take you a really long time. This is not something you can do last minute. So if you're looking for a last minute gift, this is not the choice. But if you're looking for a gift and you're planning it out for a few months or a year, this is a really, really good idea. And I'm going to keep this for the rest of my life. So, and it's cute because I can put this on my coffee table and it looks very aesthetic, and I'm all about aesthetics. But again, it's very personal to me. So I know not everybody has one of these in their house. I feel like the lighting has changed so much throughout this video. I don't know what the weather's doing. Okay, this next one is a bunch of like really handmade things. So if you're really good with your hands or building things, then this is a really good idea for you. So my sister and I and my family in general, we always put up a Christmas village every year, and we buy like Lamax and Department 56, those kind of things. I love them. I think they're so cute. I like to make them as personalized as I possibly can. A few years ago, my sister and I gave my parents a shoemaker, like, I'll see if I can find it, but it's like a shoemaker building, and our last name is Shoemaker, so it was really cute. And I really wanted to do like a specific area, but they don't make that. They just make like broad things like Dickens Christmas, Harry Potter, that kind of stuff. So I kind of took it into my own hands for our fall basket this last year, and I made my sister, we would always go to this place around our college in Rochester. It was called Powers Farm Market, and they had like these giant teepees. I'll show you a picture of like what they look like in real life. And then I wanted to have her kind of have like a similar vibe and put one out with her village that she puts out every year for fall. So I handmade like the Powers teepees with like the giant skeleton there and everything like that. And I'll put a picture of what it looks like too, the one that I made. And again, this is really specific, but if you guys are into setting up villages or anything like that, you could hand make a specific area or place that you know means a lot to that person. We would always go there in college, so it was very specific to us, but also a good idea. Again, something with like kind of hobbies, like when I was younger, I used to love bird watching. Such a random thing, I feel like, but I used to just love being outdoors, and I would bird watch and we would go try to find owls and things like that. So one year for my birthday, my grandpa actually made us an owl house, my sister and I. He made it all by himself, and we have it in our woods still to this day. So you could always get really specific with those kind of handmade crafts as well. I've also made multiple signs for my sister. I've made her like a changing season sign where she can take off some of, like, it will say welcome fall, and then she can change out the fall and then put winter or whatever. I had to hand make that as well. Took me forever, and if you're not very crafty, that it's better just to buy it off of Etsy or something. But if you want to make it personalized and you want them to know that you made it and it took you a long time, then you can always do that. I've also made her like a Hocus Pocus sign that she puts out every year, and it's glow in the dark. So fun little things like that. All right, next thing we have is photos. Photos you can take in so many different ways. If you love a physical copy of things, I think a photo album is a great idea. My grandma makes us a photo album every Christmas, and she writes like little things in it, just basically our throughout the year photos. And I love physical copy photos, but I also like digital too, but something about a physical copy just will never be replaced. It's kind of like old school. It's not really a thing anymore, photo albums, but you could always bring it back and make it special to you guys. I also love like scrapbooking, things like that. So you could kind of turn like a photo album into a photo album scrapbook if that's something you know somebody would like to. That's always a good idea. If you have somebody who likes more digital photos, or they have a lot of photos that they like, we've gotten everybody in our family pretty much an aura frame. You can get them at Costco pretty cheap during the holidays, and you can put on as many photos as you want. You can upload them from your phone into the album or into the frame, and it'll just cycle throughout the day. And then as far as personal items go, you could also go with the route with combining some things. So for example, I have a gift right here that I got for my birthday. Actually, Andy and my dad got me the exact same gift. I don't know, I guess they were just thinking on the same terms that year. But so for example, I like the Phillies for baseball, and I love like country music, that kind of stuff, and one of my favorite country artists is Tim McGraw, and his dad, who's Tug McGraw, actually played for the Phillies. He was the pitcher a while ago. So my dad and Andy got me a Tug McGraw like jersey, like an old time jersey, which is like, this is his real number that he played with and everything like that. Really cute. I could wear this to country concerts. I could wear it to Phillies games without a doubt. This is a really good idea. So if you can think of something in your life where someone has two hobbies or two things that they like equally, and you can find a way to combine it, that's a really cool gift, and it's usually very unexpected, because I was definitely not expecting this. So if you could find a way to make that work, I think you'll score some big points. These last two aren't really physical items. They're more experiences and excursions, things like that. This is more for people, I feel like as I age, I don't need as many physical things. Usually if I need something, I just buy it with my own money at this point. Not that it's not fun to get a couple physical things here and there, but I think an experience is never going to be regretted if you get somebody that. I've gotten my sister, my mom, my dad, my boyfriend, multiple experiences and excursions and vice versa, and they've always turned out great, and I'll kind of share some of those. I went to Woodstock last year in Vermont with my mom and my sister, and it was kind of just like a fall sister trip that we went on. but I knew we had been planning it for a while. So for our fall basket, I got my sister a massage in Woodstock at like the Woodstock Inn, I think it was called. And because she loves massages, and I mean, who doesn't? But I got her like a head and scalp massage there, and she claims that that's the best massage she's gotten to this day, and she gets a lot of massages. That's good for anybody in your life. That doesn't even need to be like on a trip. If you know somebody's like really into getting their nails done or their hair done or loves massages, that's always a great gift to give somebody. It's like a coupon or a gift card or something to do that. I also got my sister one year, I got her tickets to the Office experience. I think it was in Chicago because we both love The Office, and they like recreate it as like the scenes from The Office. She said it was really cool. I would love to go. I have to check it out someday, see how it is. But she also has gotten me multiple tickets to like country concerts. So she got me tickets to see like Zac Brown Band when I was younger. Andy got me tickets to see Morgan Wallen recently. So and I also got him tickets to see Cody Johnson. Tickets are always a really good idea. If you know somebody's really into a certain genre of music or a certain artist, if you can find good tickets or good seats, I feel like that's a great idea too. Kind of along with the tickets too, you could also get them tickets to like a game. I've gotten my dad multiple Phillies game tickets because he loves the Phillies. If you know they're into like a certain sports team, like basketball, football, anything like that, that's a good idea too. You can never go wrong with gifting somebody that kind of experience. The last thing for like experiences are excursions. So if you know you're going on a trip somewhere, if you plan like a cruise there or hang gliding or whatever it is, whatever you like to do there, something you think they would like swimming with dolphins, something cool like that, a little excursion, but present it as a gift that like you pay for. I feel like that's really cute, and usually is very well appreciated, and it's super spontaneous, so it's really exciting. I've gotten multiple excursion gifts too, and it's always been awesome. Okay, the very last thing on my very personalized gift guide of 2025 are trips. Okay, this is a hot take because I know trips can be very expensive because they're pretty much all-inclusive when you give somebody a trip, but you can break it up if you only want to pay for somebody's flights or tickets to something like that. I feel like that's a good way to break it up if you don't want to pay for the whole thing. When I graduated college, my sister gave me the craziest gift she's ever given me in my life. She gave me a trip to Iceland. So we went to Iceland, my sister and I, and she paid for pretty much everything there. She paid for a lot of my meals, she paid for my flight, my hotel stay, all that stuff. Like, she gave me like a full trip to Iceland. I'm not saying you need to do that for somebody because that adds up very, very fast. But if you are looking for a crazy gift, something that will really shock somebody, that is a great one. Not just Iceland, but anything. Even if it's a day trip around your area, but they have something there that you know your friends or family will really like, that's a really great gift to give somebody. We have never stopped talking about Iceland since we've gone, and we keep trying to plan when to go back. And it's gonna be one of those gifts that you never stop talking about. And I've gotten a lot of gifts throughout the years, and I'm very thankful for every single one of them. But as they pile on, the physical ones, you sometimes forget what you got. This is one of those gifts that I could literally never forget. So if you're looking to make a big statement this Christmas or for someone's birthday or whatever it is, that is a perfect gift. Costs a lot, takes a lot of planning, takes a lot of work, but they will absolutely love it. Okay, I have a million other gifts I could tell you about what I've got / received, but I would be here all day. So if you guys want a part 2, let me know. But this is kind of just a little snapshot of what you could get somebody this year for the holidays. I know they're coming up fast, and if you're looking for quick items, it might be better to do practical ones this year, but if you have time to plan, then I think something like this, very personalized items, will be great, and people will love it, and you will really outdo yourself with your gift giving. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye.